It's the 1st of September today. Beautiful autumn day. Can wear a t-shirt and it's humid and it smells like autumn. And I'm out here picking the berries of the elderflower and the elderberries. Some of these are not quite ripe yet, but I have found a lot that are ripe. And it's really interesting in regards to the first talk I had with the elderflowers about picking the berries. You know, it said like do both, do both, do both. And you know, when you listen to something else than your rational mind, because the obvious would have been that I had picked all the flowers for my production of the elderflower cardinal. But, you know, that message I got, which was like, do both, do both, do both, came so, well, concise and strong. Then I felt, you know, I just have to listen. Because every year I usually don't pick the berries because there's none left, right? So this experience of now going out and picking the berries is quite interesting. And there's a flower here and there even because of a new branch. You can see some over here actually. Look at this. So it's like side by side, the flower and the berries. So that's really sweet. And it's really interesting because I have followed the life of this plant. You know, in the winter we cut them down, and then the summer pick the flowers, and out here looking for lice, and well, I'm just having this very joyous feeling of picking the berries, and it's almost as I feel that they are happy as well, which I of course cannot explain, and one could say that it's my own happiness, but at least I get to share it with them. But I think it has to do, I actually think it has to do with that one can become whole. Even, you know, a tree has all its seasons, and often we only relate to a plant in one season, maybe in one particular phase of their life, right? I mean, we can pick the flowers, or we usually pick the apples. We really enjoy the apples. And well, I think farmers, they have a close relationship, of course, to the apple trees. But I think well, I can only speak for me, because what I feel is that it gives me a deeper understanding of the whole plant as a soul or being of itself. And I did this summer, after having these talks, it was really it came very clear to me through different conversations with different people who do shamanic practices that plants are a spirit as well as animals. We can have spirit animals and call them to us when we need them, but we can also have spirit plants. Feeling like this is really a spirit plant of mine. It feels, of course, good every time I connect with it, but it's also really nice to see the different seasons of it, and seeing that right now it's in fall, right? It's 1st of September, you can see that the leaves are, starting to change their freshness. They're more hard in a way. They're thick. And the berries are here with then they weigh down on the branches even. Because if you look at it now, see, the berries will come. They're not quite ripe yet. But I mean, for this instance, you see that it's going into fall. These ones are still very vital in a way. They are very vital, but they're just changing season. So I'm just gonna tune in and see if there's or I feel actually something is wanting to come through in a way. So I'm just gonna tune in, see what that's all about. Well, why did you choose us? Why did you choose us? Why did you choose to talk to me? Well, I guess, that's a funny question. Why I chose to speak to you? Well, I feel, whoa, you were really funny now. You've got this whole playfulness about you. Well, I guess I just, I feel connected to you both because that working with you is my way of earning for my life. Oh boy, you have to laugh. You have to laugh, my guys. Oh boy, you take things so seriously. Oh my God, we cannot believe you. Oh, we cannot believe you. You need to laugh some more. See, when we were talking about being wild, this is also what we mean about it. Being wild at being playful. Being, take it a step further. So when you receive the flower, the message of your flower, which goes more to the lung and heart, when you eat us, the berries, we're not quite yet, but we'll get there. But when you eat us, it will go down another level into your stomach. And the happiness will go into your stomach, and you will need to laugh and enjoy life. Have fun. Be open. Enjoy yourself. Feel abundant. I mean, feel the abundance of us. You see how much we're about? And do you even realize how fun you could have it if you don't take everything so seriously? Boy, when we were talking about life and death, well, we meant it. Oh, we meant it in the way that, first you drink the flower, you get bit sunshine in your heart and in your lungs. And then you go through summer, and then this fall comes, and you want us to integrate. So when you have the berries, feel it in your stomach. It's right in your stomach area. And that's, people, they make health food stuff out of us. Yeah, we got the C vitamin. Yeah. But it's for the stomach. We're so good for your stomach. Most of all, because we can make you happy in like a deep, fun, good way. Do you really hear us? But isn't it kind of ironic that if we eat you raw, then you poison us, and if we boil you or anything, then you're happy pills almost? Feels like you're happy pills, the way you're sharing right now. Happy pills. Well, see, this is okay. You need to ground yourself for this one. See the laughter. The laughter. Huh. When we told you about life and death? So the laughter. When the laughter is crazy and it's evil and it's like raw and it's even a bit crazy, this is where we step in. This is what we ground. So if you got this false laughter and you connect with us by drinking or eating or just by being here, there will be a slightly turn and twist that will turn that around. It's a movement of a spiral that goes like that. So from the craziness or from this nervous laughter, happy, we'll ground you with a deep content. And out of the crazy laughter, light laughter, and then you let that go through. You breathe it through your legs, you breathe it through your feet. Just get that movement all the way down to the roots. You did very wise of leaving the berries. One thing is for the benefit, but you also see how the birds like it. The birds of this area. They really like it. They really do. They really do. Well, thank you for sharing that message. I'm a bit speechless, I must say. See, that's what happens when you take us seriously. When you take life and death seriously. So you were stung by that wasp. It was the best that could ever happen to you, because you realize that you are mortal. And what happens to a human when it understands that it can die tomorrow? Starts living in a different way. And you open up to all these things. But we've been tolerated. You've been with us for many years. But it wasn't until that happened that you really started to listening to us. And for that I am really grateful. Now the thing that happens when you are traumatized, in any way you may have been traumatized, this goes for you, for everybody. There's a part of you that dies. It goes off. It cannot stay in the body because it hurts freaking a lot, right? It goes up. There's a split. And it's what shamans do to collect, and it's what you do. It's what you do to, when you heal, you find that peace back, and you become whole again. But in that meantime, while you're missing that peace, you're going to be playing a bit with life, because a part of you is dead, a part of you is alive. So you're caught in the middle of, well, life and death in a way, because you're torn in two directions. Because that part of you, the traumatized part of you, is it's just like, well, we'll show you. Okay. Well, this is a branch. You see that it's actually, there's quite some dead ones, right? Somehow they have been traumatized. They're not thriving. They're still part of the branch. They're still part of the tree, right? And the tree is alive. You can see that it's alive. The whole tree is alive. But something has happened, so it's a bit off. It could have been stronger. It could have been more leaves here, right? But you see, the nature of this tree will keep on growing, and it will grow down. It will do its roots, it will do up, but there's still some parts that are missing. Maybe they will forever be missing, but that does not mean that you cannot nourish the tree, and the tree will grow in new ways, perhaps better ways. So when you are traumatized, you people go into a victim mode. You go into a victim mode and you think you cannot move from there. You cannot move. And yet you're still living, and you know there's a part of you that is still alive. And you keep on living, but you keep on feeling there's a discord there, that you're missing something, and that you're drawn towards this victim side of you because it has not been recognized. The trauma has not been recognized, or the split. You don't understand why you feel powerless or drawn towards death even, and you even feel depressed and anxiety. All these things are in the same category because a part of you is missing, dead, or it's not dead, it's just in the dark. And when it's in the dark, it plays these silly games on you, and you don't understand. And that's the silliness we're talking about. Because the joy is that when you find your shadow piece, when you find your traumatized part again, you will be laughing in a way that is a bit nervous, because on one hand you recognize this, you have missed this piece. On the other hand, it is a lot of emotion that has been kept underneath the lid, right? And when it comes back, it will be bubbling. It will be crying out for attention from you. This is where we step in. This is where we step in and do that twist we were talking about just before. The twist of, okay, you've been traumatized, you're taking that piece back, and then you need to ground. Let it go through your stomach and your lower parts and your legs. Let it sink in, this part that you have been missing. And slowly, slowly, you will heal. You will feel whole again. Your sadness will go into joy. It will go into joy, but it will also be grounded joy, so you can actually enjoy it and not laugh it away or want to run away. Well, you feel you understand this because it goes in the stomach. It goes in the stomach. And had we well, poisonous, yes. But in that way we can also be cleansing. but we think it's about enough now. You have a lot to sink in now. Thank you for listening.